Okay, lesson 4.8, volume of a right cylinder. We use the same formula to find the volume of a cylinder as we do to find the volume of right prisms. So the volume of a cylinder, we need the area of the base multiplied by the height. So in this case, for a cylinder, the area of the base is a circle, which it says right here. Recall the area of the base is a circle, is pi r squared. So the formula would be pi r squared multiplied by the height. The area of the base of a cylinder is 154 centimeters squared. So they already gave us the area. The height of the cylinder is 24 centimeters. Find the volume. So we're finding the volume. So we're taking the area of the base multiplied by the height. So pi r squared multiplied by the height, but pi r squared is that 154 centimeters squared, and we just have to multiply by the height, which 154 multiplied by 24 gives us 3,696, and this would be in cubic centimeters because it is volume. So we're supposed to find the volume of the cylinder. So again, volume is equal to, for a cylinder, pi r squared, which is the area of the base, multiplied by the height. So we've got 3.14 multiplied by 2.4 squared, that's the radius, 2.4, multiplied by 6.8. So we got 3.14 multiplied 2.4 squared is 5.76. So we've got 5.76 times 6.8. We multiply 3.14 times 5.76. We get 18.0864 times 6.8. And we get 122.98. 752, and if we round that to the nearest decimal place, it actually just works out to 123. This would be centimeters cubed because it's in volume. The we do right here, again, we're finding the volume of the cylinder. So volume is, the area of the base is pi r squared multiplied by the height. So 3.14, r is 2 in this case, and it's squared multiplied by the height. So we get 3.14, 2 squared is 4 times 20. 3.14 times 4 is 12.56 times 20. And we get 251.2. This would be in meters, and it would be cubed because it's volume. That's the answer for that one. In 2002, 9 Pennsylvania miners were trapped in a flooded coal mine. Rescue workers drilled a hole about 90 centimeters wide and 73 centimeters deep into the group to make an escape shaft. The soil from the hole was removed and piled on the ground. What volume of the soil did the rescue workers remove? Give your answer to the nearest cubic meter. I thought maybe it was different measurements, but it looks like from the question we've got centimeters and centimeters, so it won't have different measurements here. So we've got both centimeters. We don't have to change anything. If this was centimeters and this was meters, we'd have to change them to both be the same units. So again, our volume is going to be pi r squared h. So we get 3.14. Radius wouldn't be 90. This is the diameter. We do 45 squared, and we multiply by the height of 73. So first we have to find what 45 squared is, which is 2,025. And we multiply all these numbers. 3.14 times 2,025 is 6,358.5, and then we multiply that by 73, and we get 4,600 or 170.5. It says to the nearest cubic meter, so it'd be 464,171. And this would be centimeters squared cubed, because it is volume. It says to the nearest cubic meter, so we have to change this to meters, to cubic meters. So actually in cubic meters, this would just be 0.464,171 cubic meters. And you can figure that out also by changing, this would be decimal 4.5 and this would be decimal 7.3. So let's check those numbers right here. So if we had changed these all to meters, this would be decimal 4.5 meters, this would be decimal 7.3. So we get 3.14 multiplied by, this would be 0.2025 times 0.73. Multiply these two, we get 0.63585 times decimal 7.3. And if we multiply those, we are going to get decimal 464,171 meters cubed. I'm thinking they probably had a misprint here. I'm thinking it's cubic centimeters, because to do that to the nearest cubic meter, it wouldn't give you anything. So I'm going to say the cubic centimeters here is correct. So this last problem here, a student measured a can of beans. The height was 10.5 centimeters and the diameter was 7.4 centimeters. What is the volume? So the diameter is 7.4. Radius is the 7.4 divided by 2, which gives us 3.7 centimeters. Okay. So the problem for this one is same with the volume, pi r squared, which is the area of the base multiplied by the height. So we got 3.14. The radius is 3.7 squared multiplied by a height of 10.5. So we go 3.14, 3.7 squared, 13.69. Multiplied by 10.5, we get 42.9866 times 10.5, and we get 451.3593, or 451.4 centimeters. This would begin again cubed because it's volume. That's the end.